Apostolidis.
Thank you very much for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to be here tonight. We have an excellent, vibrant community that follows these events and benefits each other. In the core, there are values. Humanitarian values, social values, and economic values. That's how a society progresses. I'm blind since birth. That was never something to stop me from achieving my goals, from making life for myself, my family, my friends, and everyone around me better rather than worse. I never wanted my interaction with people to be negative, but only positive. Now I work in a company called Evenly, and we use AI to leverage better accessibility. Quickly, what we do and how we do it. We create solutions for companies that cater to people with disabilities. But those solutions, in the end of the day, benefit everyone. For example, we have live subtitles for events that work in 100+ languages. That can benefit all of us at some point or another. We have another new product that turns documents and websites into a new experience, conversational one. Much like you would use Alexa and ask her questions and get answers, now you can do the same with websites of our clients. And our clients are big companies, banks, energy providers, telecommunication providers. They want to be compliant with the law. AI helps. But in order for AI to help, we people need to give it the right input in order for us to get the right output. Because that's the problem with AI. Whatever you give in, you get out. Two ways to improve AI. Good prompting, but not all people are capable of understanding that. Furthermore, utilizing that, which is a big issue when you want to use it for business. And the second one is good data, which come with training the AI on your particular data. LLMs, generic LLMs, are pretty good at average at everything. So what I mean with that, they can do pretty much any job you give them in a pretty okay standard. But when it comes to specialization, there are problems. One big problem is hallucination. The AI giving corrupted data that are not valid. That problem creates other problems because maybe this data doesn't get erased, maybe they get stored somewhere, and then another AI gets trained on this corrupted data, which creates an endless circle of corruption. So when you want to utilize AI for business, like we do it at Evenly, the only way forward is to limit the data to sources that you can trust. Furthermore, is to get a base of an LLM that is powerful, such as, I don't know, Gemini 3.0, but tied to your own LLM that you will train with data regarding accessibility that are specific and very particular to your business, to the client that we have. That is the way. AI can give tremendous benefits to people with disabilities. For example, let me tell you very quickly a little bit how AI came into my life. When I first used ChatGPT, it was, I think, ChatGPT 3, probably, or 4. I immediately saw the value. As it progressed further, I was able to upload pictures and get a description, a pretty good description of what the picture was showing, because for me, that was always a problem. A friend posted a picture in social media, I couldn't imagine or know the content of that picture. So how could I like or not like it, you know? AI solved that for me. It can describe pictures. It can describe a space around me. It can find doorways. It can tell me if there is a sign, for example, with bus arrivals and stuff like that, it can read it to me live. I can read a book. Never before could I. If the book was available in audio format or in Braille, I would be able to read it, but just go on a bookstore, grab a book from the shelf and then read it? No way. The last book was the biography of Dionys Savvopoulos. Γιατί τα χρόνια τρέχουν χύμα. I wanted to read that book. It was in... It had some weird oxías, varias, you know, weird tones on it. So when I scanned it, my reader wouldn't read it to me. So I gave ChatGPT the book and I said, look, I have this problem. You have to convert it into modern Greek without tonus, accents, you know, weird stuff. It converted the whole book within 3 minutes, and I was able to start reading it. Imagine how excited I was. Immediate access to information, when and how you want it. Specialized apps for the blind, such as Microsoft Seeing AI. It can tell me whether the lights are on or off in the evening, so I know. Because otherwise I wouldn't know. And what else can it do for me? It can read barcodes and give me information from products. Amazing. I can take a picture of a carton of milk and see expiration dates. For my clients, what it allows me to do, it allows me to give them personalized information for their accessibility, which I could do before, but a process that will take me 2 or 3 weeks, because reporting is the most difficult part in my work. I can find easily enough the accessibility barriers, but when it comes to reporting it, it takes time to create the right format for the client. Now I have trained my own AI system, which is based on big LLM, but I have done specific training to it, and I can put all the issues in a database in a predetermined way, and then I can give it to it, and it can help me create my report. So a work that I would need reporting for 5 days, now I can finish in maybe 4 hours. Amazing. Not only that, but it needs minimum corrections, because I have trained the system after doing more than 10 reports. I have trained the system it's in a position to absolutely help me without intervention almost automated. Minimum corrections. So what does that mean? Am I going to lose my job? Of course not. Because the next innovation will come around And then we will need to be the people that will drive that innovation into practical use. Because as I said in the beginning, big LLMs are generic. They perform fabulously, but sooner or later, this corrupted data that we mentioned are going to make specialized LLMs a must for each company. So no matter what job you do, if you are good at driving, prompting, correcting, reprompting the LLM, you will be irreplaceable at your job. That's my message for you all. Now, for the big organizations to be able to comply with accessibility, we have a holistic approach. What we do? First, we do expert-based accessibility audit. And I'm saying expert-based because it implies it needs an expert user. We do the reporting. We explain to the developers what needs to be fixed. We give them code fixes. If they want, we even give them remediation support to fix it. A second circle of audit and remediation ensures that no problems are remaining. Then we do user-based testing with users with disabilities, and it's the most important part of the process, as not only we find accessibility problems remaining on the website, especially as the users are diverse on computer knowledge or expertise and stuff like that, but also we find usability issues, which give tremendous value. A last circle of remediation, and then we are ready to say that, yes, we're compliant. We have done enough work to ensure that we are compliant, and until a major redesign or until much new content is added, we can ensure 6 months, a year, that we're fine. How does that benefit business? They don't know. They think it's only the law. European Accessibility Act. We need to be compliant with it, or we will have trouble. Tick the box. What I always tell them, there is benefit. What is the benefit? Market benefit, business benefit, loyal customers. If I go to book a ticket in Ryanair and I can't because it's not accessible, where will I go next? Will I go to Aegean? Yes. And if Aegean is accessible, will I ever look elsewhere for my airfare? No. So I'm a loyal customer. Will I tell my friends? Yes. Free advertisement, mouth-to-mouth advertisement, the best way to do it. These are things that marketing experts and decision makers overlook. They are smart people, but they don't know everything. And they need proof. What is the proof? The KPIs. Which KPIs? Repeat business from a customer? Yes. Referrals? Yes. Abandoned carts? Absolutely. Because if you fix accessibility, you fix usability. So you lose less customers and you gain new loyal customers. Not one-time customers, loyal customers. This is the value of accessibility. And together with AI is another multiplier. There is not enough time to say more, much more about it, but it's a very big conversation, especially if you want to be compliant with the AA. Start it in your company. Start it now. Ask the experts. Ask for consultancy. Usually it's free in the beginning stages. So take advantage of it. Use the AI to your benefit. And don't lose money under the table, because if you don't do it, your competitor will do it. He will be the first to be accessible, and he will take this big piece of the pie for themselves. On closing, I want to thank everybody for thinking about what I had to say. I hope I didn't put you all to sleep. It's a good time to stretch a little bit and to get ready for the next speaker. Thank you very, very much for inviting me.
Thank you so much, Nikos, for being here.
Any
it is
questions?
Always a pleasure. Do we have time for some questions? No? Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nikos.